What's up, everybody? Bad Gamer popping back in. I don't know what's up with my camera. Come on, man. The camera is just wigging out, bro. Let's see what's going on. There we go. It's Lem Rave camera. Right? All right, well, camera broke, y'all. Camera broke. But that doesn't mean that we can't still do a thing. Give me a second. There we go. All right. There it is. We back. We back. Guys, welcome to Faith and Film. It's the time of the day where we just hang. Oh, come on, Beavis. It's Mr. Handsome. I don't know what you're talking about. Were you talking about Grogu back here? Grogu back here? Right there? Or Groot? Yeah, they are handsome. You guys, welcome. Today, we are talking about Surf's Up. Always. Gavin, always. I also need to give you yours. I need you guys to remind me of these things. I don't know if you guys are new, but I need reminders. So come on, Lem, give me their opinion. I want to know, be honest. Opinion on what? Also, I am generally honest because I'm not smart enough to lie. A lie has to be kept up for decades and decades. Your model? Yo, I think it was great. From what I could tell. Granted, it was on my phone screen and I was vertical, but yeah, from what I could tell, it looked good. Yeah, man. Gavin, I owe you. I thought you were using a journal and Alexa, so I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, that did happen. However, holiday week and then holiday week. Also, I did not write it down. I did not write down who won. And now that but I can go back and look. I can look at it and I know who won. So it was Chatham's who gave it to somebody else. I think it was you. So yes. But I will write it down for tomorrow to contact you about it. And sir, you've known me long enough to know, and you have my cell number. So just saying. Today's Tuesday. Contact Tom about game. All right. So I have it written down. You think I'm going to remind you when I can use it as a chance to harass you instead? I mean, that's fair. That's fair. All right, you guys. So we're talking about Surf's Up today. And as always, we will take your guesses on how long I got into the movie. For those of you who are new, the person with the closest without going over gets a PC game of my choice. All right. Z says 18 minutes. All right. The movie is an hour and 25 minutes. here you go. What do you think? What do you think? 56 minutes, says Tom. $56. All right. Yeah, we're going to have camera troubles today, I think. It's just a thing. Don't know why. Do not know why, you guys. But we're gonna have camera troubles today. It was working pretty fine today. Don't know why. And work. It's a sign your computers are starting to take my opinion seriously. All right. All right, you guys. So remember, you have up until the second point to get your guesses in. All right. Actually, there were no camera problems at home today. I had no camera problems at home today. Everything went exactly as to plan. No fooling went exactly as to plan. I just chose to do something different today. All right. So, for those of you who don't know Surf's Up is a movie about penguins and surfing with a chicken. And one of those little beachcomber birds. And I think he's an otter. But it's a film about this one penguin, Cody. I don't understand. Cody, whose dream it is to become a surf champion, just like his hero, Big Z. Layton! How you doing, buddy? Layton says 19 minutes. Hey, Ryan. I am not hiding. The camera just keeps going out, and I don't know why. Haven't figured it out. I'm gonna unplug this. See if that gives us a camera back at all. Yeah. Be glad Twitch is working again. Twitch wasn't working? Twitch stopped working? Because I was not aware. Yeah, no clue. No clue, you guys. Give me 1 sec. Unfortunately, this is a thing. Yeah. Yep. So I put out a schedule on my personal channel. I did not do one for here because we talk about it all the time while we're here. So those of you who don't know the movie, we're talking about. We're talking about Surf's Up. All right. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna call it like this. We're just gonna do it like this, you guys. I can't get it to work. I don't know why. You know what? Yeah, that's not even working. I know what it is. 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 All right, you guys, give me a sec. I'll get this all taken care of. All right, but my first point is that Cody's brother immediately, as soon as like the cameras are on Cody, his big brother just trounces on his dream, his deal. The whole thing is just absolutely nothing for him. And it reminded me to ask, whose yum are you yucking? Whose yum are you yucking? Who is it that you're like, how that person is saying they are on fire for God, or how they live their life for God, that you're like, nah, right? For instance, you like Christian hip hop, but Uncle George is like, that can't be Christian. All right. No, I was watching Cupcake earlier and it went blank on here. Then the stream disappeared and lasted about an hour. Really? Wow. Like, or maybe even you guys, like you don't like contemporary Christian artists like Stephen Curtis Chapman or something, and you're like, that has no beat, I can't dance to it, it's not worth me even listening to it, right? No, stop yucking somebody's yum. If it's how God is speaking to them, stop it. Right? Let's see here. Oh, if you're a Christian gamer, if you're a gamer, I know how many of you guys have had it where, you know, you tell somebody, oh, I watch a Christian gaming channel called God Games and Geekery, and either they're like, why are you watching Christian stuff, or why are you watching gaming stuff? You know, that has happened to me multiple times. I know that when I was working a youth conference, not a Quake conference, but a youth conference, and I spoke to some missionaries that were sitting next to me. I told them, yeah, I actually have a dream of doing missionary work, but online, doing a Christian gaming something or other. And they were, I'm just here to babysit Lem. Thanks, Paul. And they're like, gaming, really? And I asked him, I said, all right, you say that. What is your perception of a gamer? When you hear me say gamer, what does that look like in your head? And some of you guys have heard this story. And they said, oh, guy living in his mom's basement, Cheeto dust on him, possibly overweight, definitely not healthy. And I said, okay. Now you got that person in your head? Yeah, absolutely. Does he need Jesus? Well, yeah. That person in your head, is he likely to come to a youth rally or go to a church or anything like that? Well, no. And do you wait for the folks in the countries that you're in to come to you? Well, no, we go to them. And they sat there for a second after they said it, and they said, oh, now I get it. Exactly. Right? So it reminds me of Matthew 7:5, the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 5, where it says, you hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. So somebody's out there like, yeah, I'm yucking your yum. Well, you know what? There's somebody else out there that you have a yum that somebody else could yuck. Why don't you take a look at that first? Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, no clue why this is doing the thing like it is. All right. Point number 2. By the way, if you haven't gotten your guesses in, put them in there now, because Leighton was the last one I saw. Z's got 18 minutes. Leighton's got 19 minutes. Tom's got 56 minutes. We got 3 in there right now. I'm about to get through my second point. All right. Cody is talking about, Paul says 40. All right. Cody's talking about his hero, Big Z. And he says, Big Z, hold on. Oof, hold on. Ooh, bad spelling, Lem. There we go. Junior says 37. Geldon, what's up? All right. So he says Big Z wasn't afraid to live. He wasn't afraid to die. Geldon, by the way, I'm almost done with my second point. So if you want to get a time in for how long you think I got in to the movie, just work. Got it. Philippians 1:21, the book of Philippians, chapter 1, verses 21 says, Paul, I believe is the one that wrote this. He says, "For me to live is Christ and die is gain." Paul was not afraid to live his faith out loud. Paul was, he had some messed up times, you guys. And some people don't know what that actually means. To live as Christ and to die as gain. Basically it means while he's alive, he's living the way that he believes, or that he was taught. In his case, he was taught by Christ, by Jesus. He's living that way. And if he's killed for living that way and teaching that way, about that way, it's all gain, because then he's in heaven with Jesus. So either way, Christ is guiding his living and dying hours. So that in itself, in that line, Big Z wasn't afraid to live. He wasn't afraid to die. That's what I got out of that, which I thought was fantastic. So yeah. All right. Later on, Geldon. I think part of the gamer stigma is that there's a perception that games are intended for kids. Being an adult, people outside my circle don't realize how much gaming actually entails. Yeah, exactly. Same stories, right? Stories that stories that teach lessons, stories that impact us. Right? Absolutely. Okay. By the way, we do have a movie for next week. I got the text with David and he shows his movie. We'll talk about that at the end here. Doesn't have to be a video game. Yeah. Card games, board games, all that stuff. I game a lot and I don't care what people think. Some people game just to get away from life sometimes by going into another world apart from this one. Yeah. We do have to be careful of that though. Some people use it as escapism and that's what they do. That's all they do. Instead of facing those problems, finding the help that they need, finding folks like you guys and myself that are here, and or getting on their knees, calling out to God. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people think that it's got to be big stuff I got to call out to God for, and it does not have to be. It does not have to be. I have had instances where small things called up to God for, and I've gotten an answer. Sometimes I don't like the answer. Sometimes it's, hey, you got yourself into this and you need to learn a lesson. Sometimes it's, you got yourself into this, you learned a lesson, let me help you out. It's more like, dear God, please help Ryan make it there today. People also think the term gamer means you're good at video games until they see your stream. Get out. I love that you guys are all still just hanging out, even though blank screen. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. All right, that was the last bit. If you guys didn't get your vote in for how long you think it is, that was the last bit. All right. So I don't know about you guys, but early on in the movie, we established that easier watch the stream this way. I hate you. I don't. For those who might be new, I do not hate Gavinfinity. He's an old friend that consistently gives me trouble. Consistently. I actually love the guy. He does take care of me. He's like that sibling that you might have that you're like, I can mess with him, but nobody else can. Like the siblings can mess with Lem, but if anybody else comes in here messing with you, they're done. After a couple of minutes, and I let them torture you for a second. Point number 3. Cody says, one day, he's talking about Big Z. He says, I'm the brother Lem never wanted. One day, I'm going to be just like him. Who are you saying that about, you guys? Who are you saying that about? And I think I was wrong with the Philippians. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that Paul wrote Corinthians. That's where I am. I'm the brother my brother never wanted. But the first, in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1, says, follow my example as I follow the example of Christ. And so, the brother on the hug. He's saying, what he's saying here is, hey, look, I'm going to follow Christ. If you're having trouble following Christ, follow me. And I'll be doing what Christ does. And some of us follow the wrong people, the wrong person, the wrong. Right? And because we feel like, oh, they've got it all together. They know what they're doing. They're on top of it. It's got to be, right? Well, noper. All right. Follow along with Christ, or follow a person that is following Christ, and double check that person. Like when I read this stuff to you guys out of the Bible, double check me. Do not trust what I'm saying. Don't take it for granted that I won't lie to you, because I won't. But I need you to double check to keep me in check as well. All right? So that if you have that person that says, oh, I like the way Lem does his things, I want to be just like him. Well, you know what? Double check it. Do not trust what I'm saying, Ryan. Take it. Ryan, take it, get infinity. All right. Number 4. So many people. Austin! What's up, buddy? Your replays. Use your replays, sir. Number 4. So many saw Cody as a screw up. And all he's trying to do is live his life the way that he's being called to live his life. Oh, what song should you use? How about Eye on It by Toby Mac. Use Eye on It and make sure it's all the final shots, because you got your eye on it. Right? So there's that. So Cody's trying to live his life the way he knows that he's supposed to, the way that he's being called to, and people are putting him down for it. You know, like for instance, some of the disciples left lucrative jobs, lifestyles that they just knew, and they were in a family business, and they left it. They're like, I'm out, because this guy said to follow him. And that's the way they were led to go. But also, Cody he didn't have the right motivations either. His motivations were very selfish at first. So it's important for us to realize, to remember, what are our motivations? What are we doing when we say we're following what God is telling us to do? But what's the real motivation? Feels like I'm listening to the radio. Welcome to G3 Capital Radio FM. All right. All right. Point number 5. All right. Cody's shot came out of nowhere. Well, to him, it kind of came out of nowhere. And when it did happen, this, the scout was looking for him, and his shot came out of nowhere. Nobody was supporting him. His mom didn't even want to go to. So he's all alone trying to make this thing happen. And it reminds me of the story of Elijah. All right, so Elijah's this prophet, right? You can find this in 1 Kings chapter 18. And I'm gonna break it down real easy for you. All right, let's go real easy. So Elijah was like a prophet, somebody that goes around telling people what God wants them to do. He was representative of Jehovah, right? And there's this queen, Jezebel, who was like, nah, I don't like the prophets. I'm gonna start killing them out. Different kind of prophet, right? All right. And then there's this one guy who was like, all right, I need to start hiding these prophets. All right. And Obadiah, devout believer in Jehovah, right? And so he's walking along, and then him and Elijah met up, and he was like, oh snap, it's Elijah, what's up? Yeah, what's up? And he's like, oh, chief, this queen is killing everybody. We need to hide you. All right. Elijah was like, nah, man, that's not what we doing. That's not how we rolling today. Who's the king? Who's Ahab? All right, so Ahab and Jezebel, that's the people running this country. All right, let's go meet him. Elijah was like, and Obadiah was like, okay. And so he went to go tell the king. He's like, this prophet Elijah wants to talk to you. He's like, okay. And he saw him coming up. The king was like, yo, is that you, that troublemaker from Israel? And Elijah was like, man, I ain't making no trouble for Israel, but your family has, right? And you follow this these sets of gods, right? So I'm calling you out. I need you to I'm gonna go up on this mountain, okay? And I need you to bring the 450 prophets from your side and the 400 prophets from your queen's side. And I need you to bring them up this mountain, because we're gonna see whose God is real. All right, it's just me, only me. And then what I want to happen, we're gonna set up these altars, right? And I'm gonna let all your prophets of these two gods or two sets of deities, y'all can pray, y'all can do whatever you need to do, and we just try to call down fire on the altar. And then on my altar, I'm going to do the same thing. Just me. And I am going to, I want to call it, and have Jehovah ask him to light this on fire. And we're going to see who answers. And they're like, all right, cool. So they got their sacrifices, put them on there. Don't light the fire. Right. And then so all the other prophets were like, yo, oh, and they prayed, they danced. They slashed themselves with swords and spears. Like they literally were doing all this all day. Midday, they're still doing this. From morning to midday, still doing it. And then Elijah was like, yo, what you might want to do. Elijah threw some shade, bro. All right. He threw some shade. He was like, all right, y'all might want to shout louder. Maybe they can't hear you. Maybe he's in deep thought, right? Maybe he might be busy, right? There's a new Netflix show on, maybe he's watching that. He could be traveling. You know what? He might be asleep. He might be sleeping. He even said at one point in time, y'all, he said he might be relieving himself. He might be relieving himself. Like, he says, oh, snap. Is your God on the pooper? Seriously, I can't make this stuff up. This is in the Bible. Go check it out. Check it out. All right. It's 1 Kings 18. All right. Go check it. It's online. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so then he was like, all right, cool. All right, y'all need to sit down. Y'all need to sit down. Because nothing happened. And then he's at crackhead John's intervention. What side of the leaf did he use? I don't know what that means. So your God might be on the pooper. All right. So then he was like, all right, guys. So what I need you to do, I need you to prepare this altar. All right. And he built an altar, dug a trench around it, and put some seeds in there. He arranged the wood, he put the sacrifice on there, and he said, all right, I need you to fill 4 large jars of water, right? Fast Assassin, what's up, buddy? 4 large jars of water and pour it on the offering and the wood. So he's making the wood wet. For those of us who do like backyard fires or campfires, we know wet wood does not light. And he said, do it again. 8 jars of water, large jars. Do it again, 3rd time. 12 times. Yeah, I know the camera's not working right now, Assassin. It's G3 radio today. It was working and then it just stopped. So we're working through it. So 12 large jars of water on this wood and everything. All right. And at the time of this, here we get into, as they do it 3rd time, the water ran around the altar and even filled up the trench around it. All right. So it's at verse 36. All right. At the time of the sacrifice, the prophet Elijah stepped forward and prayed, Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known that today that you are God in Israel and that I am your servant and have done all these things at your command. Answer me, Lord, answer me so that these people will know that you, Lord, are God, and that you are turning their hearts back again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, and the stones, and the soil, and also looked up the water in the trench. So it wasn't just that, oh, flame came down and it poofed up. Nah, it incinerated everything and evaporated the water. And the people were like, oh, snap. And so they bowed down. And Elijah was like, hey, seize the prophets of Baal. Don't let them get away. And yeah, man, it was not a good day to be a prophet of Baal. It was not. Yeah, man. So all that to say, you guys, we need to do the things that we are called to do, even if we feel like we don't have anyone around us to support us. If it is following God's word, if we know that it is according to his will, yeah. And search out good counsel on this stuff too. Like, when I have questions, I have people that I can go to, that I can talk to. When I'm wondering, is this God's will? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, if I'm doing a stream to me, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? So there's that. All right. But yeah, check out 1 Kings 18. Y'all, some of these stories, some of these things in the Bible, I hate to call them stories because they're biblical accounts, if you will. They're crazy. Remind me to talk one day. This is one me and Lucas talk about all the time. Remind me to tell y'all the story in the Bible about the 42 young people that got mauled by a couple bears because they made fun of an old guy. I had kind of told you the story, but but yeah, 42. A couple of bears. All right. Anyway, if you guys remember, and you can see it in the picture, you got Cody, who's the penguin there. Then you've got Chicken John, I believe. Chicken John. I believe that's his name. He reminds me of the verse in the Bible. Hold on. I want to look up the reference because I don't want to just say it and not give you guys a place to go to look it up, because that's not what I do. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Philippians 4:13. All right. And we hear this a lot. All right. We hear, I can do all things through him who gives me strength, through Christ who strengthens me. All right. The Philippians were going through a hard time. I'm not going to get totally into all the history. You can go check that out. Even that one chapter, not long. But they were, these are the same people that they were being persecuted. They, to live as Christ, to die as gain. Same people we're talking about there. But I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Chicken John reminds me of this verse. And you know why? All right. My boy is from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And he's a surfer. For those of you who don't know much about Wisconsin, We don't have surfing waves. We have wind where you can windsurf, but we don't have the big old waves to do real surfing. The tectonic plates don't move like that around here. All right. So it just reminds me that if I was born to do this, when is even the water thawed there? June? Late June? July? And that right there is kind of the theme of this. We hope it falls on a Saturday. Yeah, you guys, that's the huge thing. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Right? If it is, you got to remember, you're doing it through Christ. So if it's not God's will, if it's not what He is expecting from you, it's not going to happen. All right? Not to its fullest. But when you listen and do it through Christ, there it is. All right. All right. So my next point. Oh, okay. This is gonna be my last one because I want to run something by you guys. All right. This is gonna be my last one. I have some more, but I can't get into them. I'll hold on to those for later. So at some, so he doesn't expect Lem to be the great video gamer. Right, exactly. He expects me to be the relatable gamer, I think. However, at some point, I need to show y'all my Beat Saber skills. Because I've actually got some Beat Saber skills, guys. I do have Beat Saber skills. But yeah, so at one point in time, Cody is rescued by the geek. After he steps on a poison urchin. And the geek pees on his foot because that's how you make it better, apparently. Cody didn't like it. But then he realizes the geek is actually Big Z. His eyes were opened. He saw that it was Big Z. And the excitement, the joy, the wonder that you saw in Cody, that's the wonder that we have when we see that God is with us and always with us. He was always there. All right. No, that's not a thing. And it's two M's in there, buddy, and a space between the D, the A and the L. Yeah, that's not a thing. I have retired from that some time ago. Yeah, that's actually not a thing. How you spell that? That's not how you spell that. While it's still not a thing, like George Washington, first president of the United States, not around, but he was still the president of the United States. So, all right. So guys, I'm gonna do a poll here because we will be doing a game tomorrow. And I want to give you some choices. Type of game. Solo. So you get 1 minute here, you guys. You get a solo or multiplayer. All right. We tend to do multiplayers. Sir Hatbay? Hello. How are you? How are you today? So there's your poll, you guys. And I'm not looking at it because then that's going to give me the list of games that we will potentially be going through. All right. It's going down. I can tell you this. It will not. No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. All right, you guys. So we're gonna do. We're doing a multiplayer game. Yeah, you're going through a bad situation nowadays. What's going on, bud? Safe place. However, do keep it family friendly if you can. If not, oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Keep it family friendly. Keep it PG. If there's anything here, because we do try to cater to students. But like I say, anybody that ever wants to reach out to me, if it's something relatively serious, also always reach out to someone close by you. But if you feel like you need to catch up here, you don't have a friend. Sir Hatbay, I find it hard to believe you don't have any friends. I did not do the times yet, Paul. And you hate people. That would probably be the first part of not having friends. But do you want friends? I guess that would be the big thing. Yeah, it might be. I mean, come on, think about it. And here's the thing. What I have found is that, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I've got introverts in my house. I'm the only extrovert that lives in my house. All right. My family would prefer to be by themselves than with people. So is it that you hate people, or you just don't have a close knit group of folks that you trust? Right? Yeah, exactly. What Paul said there. We're all good people, and not everyone here is of the same faith that I am. We have folks that are Christian that are here. We have folks that are agnostic. We have folks that are atheists. We've had Muslims that hang out with us. We had Buddhists that hang out with us. We are here. The God Games and Geekery channel is all about showing love to others. And if you're curious about why we do what we do, we tell you why we do what we do. You are absolutely right. People can hurt you, but people can also love you. People can also care about you. People can be there just to listen. Oh, okay. All right. You didn't understand. ¿Cómo se dice Christian? Do you just say Christian? Soy un Christian. Pero, Paul, Freddie is queen. Wait, I didn't know. Did you say Spanish? I don't even know what you said. What language do you speak? I just automatically went to Spanish because I thought you said Spanish. Turkish. Yeah, I know no Turkish. I automatically was thinking Spanish. I'm sorry. And again, because that's the only other language I know, I started speaking that. No. So I am a Christian. Freddie is queen is agnostic. Is that the way we're saying that, Paul? For you? And we have people that range. We have had Muslim friends that come in, Buddhist friends, no religion, multi-religion. We are here to love you. So chill with us. All right. So tomorrow we're doing a multiplayer game. All right, I got to do a poll for which one because we're not. Okay. We are yeah, we're not going to do that one. We're not going to talk about hating one or another because we're here. Yeah, you know what? I probably wouldn't believe it. Send me an email. Do you have email you can send me? Because we're just about out of time for today. We usually end right about now, and we're picking a game for tomorrow. I would love to continue this conversation with you. All right, and you can also do it in the Discord. I know, Paul. I know. I got you. It's written down right in front of me right now. All right, so we're gonna do a poll. Tomorrow we'll be on at 10:30 Central, 10:30 a.m. Central, as well as 4 p.m. Central. We're gonna do another poll though right here. Which game? We're not doing Fortnite tomorrow. So you guys can jump in on this tomorrow. You can do that one. We can do this one. We can do all right, and then let's see here. We'll look into here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. All right, I'm giving you guys three choices. What are we playing tomorrow? What are you playing tomorrow? All right. While we're waiting for that, you guys know the rules. If you get your time in before the end of the second point, it's valid. We had Z, we had Tom, we have Leighton, we had Paul, we had Junior. Z said 18 minutes. Tom said 56 minutes. Leighton said 19 minutes. Paul said 40 minutes. Junior said 37 minutes. Oh, it's a tie between Rocket League and Mario Kart. And I didn't vote. I'm going to go Rocket League. We'll do some Rocket League tomorrow, you guys. And I'll have to try to figure out how to set up private games and such, because I would love to play some Rocket League with you guys. All right. Plus, it's free. It's free. All right. So I watched, out of the hour and 25 minutes, I watched 50 minutes and 40 seconds. Paul, once again. Rocket League. Okay, so then we got Rocket League. That'll be fun. Yes. Yeah, I got it. F is for friend to do stuff together. U is for you and me. Austin, it's dead. It's not working. It hasn't been working the whole time. But funny enough, we've had more people here without my face. Go figure. All right. All right. So tomorrow, you guys, we're going to do some Rocket League. We will be out on Thursday. There is no stream on Thursday. Gift it to one of the students here. All right. Students, who has a PC they can play on? I think Leighton has one. Leighton, you got a PC, right? No? Okay. Do any of your family or friends have a PC that they could use a game for? Like, Leighton, does your mom play games on PC? Leighton's mom came on the stream last week, you guys. She was chatting up with us and all stuff. So proud of her baby boy. Your friend does? All right, Leighton. Gavin Finity, I have yours coming to you tonight, by the way. And I think if I'm thinking correctly, Junior will enjoy it. All right. All right, Leighton, reach out to me so I can get that to you, okay? You have my email. You have the Discord. Reach out to me. All right. By the way, those of you who were in the Rock Band picture, I'm not telling you. It'll be a surprise, Gavin. All right, Junior. Those of you who were in the Rock Band picture, it is in the Discord, so go check it out. All right, go check that out. All right, everybody. I will see you later. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And then, Austin, I'll see you on Friday, right? Micah and I will see you on Friday. We gonna go hang out with the folks in Baltimore. Can't wait. All right. Guys, remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. So do these guys. And always leave people better than you found them. Peace.